My name's Eva, if you don't know me. And I am what I would call a panicked optimist. And I just have a little bit of advice from my point of view. So, if you want to listen, I'd love you to stick around. Anyways. Number 1. There's beauty in everything. When life gets rocky and the clouds come in, we lose sight of the small things that make us happy due to the overwhelming gloom. When the sun is hidden, maybe the flowers don't glow the way they would, but a cup of your favorite warm tea tastes way better when the weather's cold and your fingers are freezing. When you start to feel down, try and consciously make the decision to find the good in smaller things. As hidden as they may be, they're there. Dig for the better and work to find it. The unbearable will eventually feel a little less aggressive and will help the sun to rise again. Number 2. Home doesn't have to have a roof. As someone who's moved quite a bit in their life, home was more of a sense than a place I lived. Feelings, moments, people, and all things alike can be home to you. It differs from person to person. So when you feel lost beyond compare, do that thing that makes you feel the safest. Talk to that person that makes your heart feel full. And don't limit your thinking and your experiences. If you haven't found home yet, surely you will. Take your time and don't waste copious amounts of energy trying to force things. It'll come in time. Stick around and wait for it. Number 3. Change is inevitable, yet so is growth. Your comfortability and the things you know like the back of your hand can and will change throughout your life. Your favorite shirt won't fit, and your beloved coffee shop will shut down. The spine of the book that you've read a million times will soon break, and you'll lose touch with your best friend. Though all these things seem so distant and concerning, they're bound to happen. Yet, what matters is how you let yourself adapt to said situations. In the past, I'm sure of the fact that something has changed beyond your control. So now, when you think back to that moment, did you hold on till every last drop vanished through your hands? Or did you grow your own roots with the admiration you had for said thing, to reach something new, something better? As sad as it sounds, in our human life, nothing really lasts forever. You can still love it beyond words could ever describe, but time is due to change. The power of growth is in your hands, and whether you like it or not, it's bound to happen, and so is change. Neither are good nor bad, just as is. You as an individual get to decide how calm the water is after the storm. Number 4. Love your people. They're your people for a reason. In today's world, so much hate is spread and taken in subconsciously that it becomes rooted into our brains. There are so many people who love you, who really come the closest to understanding who you are locked away in your mind, and we need to love them. As scary as the thought of someone really seeing you can be, we have these bonds for a reason. As people, we are gifted with the power of voice, touch, emotions, and empathy. Every soul is connected, and I believe that without a shred of doubt, and some more than others. There are people out there who understand you through concrete walls, barbed wire fences, and the gritted teeth we bite down on to keep ourselves safe. Or so we believe. There is science connected to loving someone. Heartbeats can sync and level, chemicals flood our brain and decrease painful sensations, and yet we still limit the pleasure of loving and being loved. Maybe the risk, the leap, the unknown, is worth finding the people that really get you. It surely will be. Number 5. Your body's a miracle. Treat it as so. The chances of you being born are 1 in 4 trillion, and your body carries the mind and spirit. It tastes the food we made with love, and it feels every emotion your brain makes. It hears the laugh of an excited child, and with our voices we can inspire large groups of people, or at least crack a joke with a few friends. Each curve, bump, hair, imprint, and ache gives us the chance to be ourselves. Our bodies are phenomenal at keeping us who we are and giving us the opportunity to express that. We have been taught that we need to look a certain way, talk at only at times that concern us, and only express what we're immediately good at. We have so many given gifts that we are oftentimes told to keep to ourselves. You are a miracle just sitting there listening to me right now. You, in being, are magical and a delightful thing that so many people have had the pleasure to know. You have a chance to live this life, and you have to respect the collection of cells letting you to do so. Number 6. All will be well. Alles wird gut sein. Initially, this seems like irrational advice that is so unbelievably easy to brush off your shoulder, but it's worth an explanation. A year ago, I had a friend say this to me while I was battling with myself and surroundings, and I couldn't properly articulate how I was feeling. Trust me, when it first came out of her mouth, I wanted nothing more but to argue with every fiber of my being. Instead, I let her state her point, and later I found myself repeating it to level my thoughts and decrease my worries. This slowly became my mantra to help me comprehend the bigger picture outside of this bitter feeling or situation. Things did go on after the intense moment, the unbearable situation, and things did get better. There's ups and downs inevitably, but you choose whether things will be good or things will be bad when all will calm down. I choose to think that things will be well, and everything will be fine. Give yourself the mercy you deserve. Number 7. Romanticize the average. We all live decently repetitive lives, and sometimes it can get bland and boring. I riddle you this, though. When was the last time you mindfully stirred your creamer into your coffee? When was the last time you wrote your friend or lover a kind letter, just because? When was the last time you did something so cheesy it could be in a low-budget coming-of-age film? Things don't have to be muddy and blurred, and most of the time, it's in the power of our own minds to decide how we perceive it. I challenge you to wake up tomorrow morning and live as if you're in your own little movie. Own it. Number 8. Vulnerability is the key to a strong connection. In a relationship, platonic or otherwise stated, there's a surface level to it that seems content and compliant with the situation. If you look deeper, there's so much to be learned underneath the rose-colored glasses. Sharing who you are, against all fears, challenges oneself to experience a stronger connection. Perhaps on the surface, you may feel you know someone, but you really get to know a lot about a person through the sun-kissed layer of self. If you really truly cherish a relationship, I strongly believe vulnerability is something that strengthens that connection. Number 9. Take pictures of everything. So much happens in our world that sometimes it's hard to take a step back and cherish all that's going on. I'm not saying you should have your phone buried in your face 24/7, but when you're in that second of overwhelming emotion, take a photo. Take stupid selfies with your friends that make you cringe looking back at them. Take photos of food that isn't nearly as good as it looks. Just keep documents of the good things, sometimes the bad too, I suppose. You'll appreciate your younger self for taking them in the future. Number 10. Don't let yourself become the doormat. For the longest time, I confused kindness with people-pleasing, and on an exterior level, they can be widely confused, but there's a very large difference. I let myself get walked on for years because I thought I was being the bigger person, and I really thought I was helping everyone out by bringing myself down. It wasn't the case, and as much as you may think others are benefiting from your constant and continuous giving, they shouldn't be feeling lifted if you're getting down. If they are, they aren't worth your suffering. Besides, kindness shouldn't correlate with suffering, and you shouldn't treat them synonymously. Stand your ground, help out, but don't burn out. The right people won't let you become the doormat, and you sometimes need to be that person for yourself. In summary, we get one life, and I hope you get the opportunity to live it to the fullest. We limit ourselves so much that opportunity and positivity seem insensitive. We need to love, feel, experience, and know as much as we can. Love as many people as you can. They're just as real as you. feel as hard or as soft as you choose. And don't limit your expression to please others. Create with it. Don't live in the comfort. There's so much unknown to explore that we could find new comfort in. Though, remember, make good choices and don't put yourself in too much danger. I'm really proud of how far you've come and how much further you're meant to go. I believe in your abilities to take control of your life as its own, and I trust you to let in the good when the bad gets too much. Have a great day, my dearest friend. I believe in you.